Hello, Cancerians. This is your Hump Day reading. I'm going to be starting with the Spellcasting Oracle cards. These are the ones that I have to do the reading, a little bit of reading, but I'm going to be showing you the book so you can screenshot it because it does have spells. Not everybody uses them, some do, so why not? So what does Cancer need to know? What's the message for Cancer? All the decks, oh, you got two cards. All the decks will be listed down below. I am going to end with the Romance Angel Oracle card to finish it off. Oh, healing. Oh. So interesting. There's so much going on in this picture because it looks like she's holding, don't laugh, it makes me think of aloe. I don't know, that really looks like aloe, but I don't know why that's what I'm thinking. Probably because of healing. But there's all the light and the flowers and, you know, these cards, it's almost like you would have to stare at them for hours to see what's really in them. But some of the times it looks like to me like there's history. Oh, it's a candle. Jeez Louise. Oh my goodness. There's the candle. This is a green candle. This is the flame, and this is the base. Isn't that funny? I couldn't see that at first. This actually made me think of a fence with a plant. Very strange. So we got healing. I'm so sorry. I was lost in that, Cancer. And life purpose. And I always think it's pretty interesting because you have the tree, you know, the reflection of the tree. But you really can't tell which, Doesn't that look more like the reflection? This look like the reflection? Or this? I think upside down looks more like the reflection. But it still doesn't explain all the moons or light. So here we go. So Cancer. We've got healing. Okay, and if you're interested in the spells, here is the healing page. You are a natural healer. Heal using Reiki or crystals. Work with natural healing herbs. Your body craves detoxification. Make that overdue appointment. It's time for acceptance. Well, I would say with healing and life purpose, I'm going to guess that you have to accept yourself. So here is the life purpose page. We'll see more when we get to the tarot cards, of course. And life purpose, the magical meanings are: a spiritual experience changes your view. Trust your intuition. A new venture beckons. Consider your options carefully. Seek adventure. Embrace your life to the full. So I think that this is about you accepting who you are, healing and trusting yourself. You know, you're not the only one. There's somebody else, and I can't remember who it was now, who has to learn how to trust themselves. I think that must be in the air because it must be something astrologically going on, because a lot of the readings are about trusting and knowing yourself. It's almost like there's a lot of mirror showing up here, you know. Whoa. Way too many cards. We're going to put them all back. I'm so sorry, Cancer, but I can't start with 10 cards. And I need to, and we have a little more focus on the Cancer read. Can you give me some cards, please, for Cancer, for their Hump Day reading for tomorrow, starting October 7th, 2020. Hump Day reading for Cancer. There we go. That's what I was looking for. Definitive. Not confused. And now I'm going to read them in order. And as if you haven't been with me before, I don't read reversals. I just think that reversals are just not the stronger version of the same card. So it doesn't like make it opposite. And this card, is so funny. It is the 9 of Pentacles, and it shows a woman with a bird, and it always makes me think of not being balanced because she has 6 on one side and 3 on the other. And it always reminds me of the Six of Pentacles, which is also not balanced. I don't know. There's so many weird things that are going in through my head right now. The World. And this is, now when it talks about life, purpose, and healing, the World card, it's like coming out, being yourself. It's like, I have nothing to hide behind. All there is this little piece of fabric wrapped around her, right? This is me. Accept me as I am. Here I am. You know? And this Nine of Pentacles, this lady, she's very comfortable. There's a bird sitting calmly on her arm. Her hand. What is it? On her. Oh, and it's a falcon. I just realized it's a falcon. Gee, God. You know, it's amazing how many times you can look at a card and not realize it's something. She's a falcon, and falcons come back. That hand is protected. And now, because that's what's making me think of, I feel like saying, it's safe to be you. It's safe to be that person. And oh my goodness, as I'm saying that, not only are the cards falling, which, as I've told some of the other signs, I am looking into getting card holders. I apologize for this. But it's safe. The torture, the in your head, it's coming to an end. That cycle of not being comfortable in yourself and not trusting yourself is coming to an end. You're going to start being you. And when you do, you see what comes back to you, because this is a man who is standing there watching his ships come in. And when you become yourself, not only do you stop having all the stress and the anguish, the internal struggle within you that's like, do I be me? Do I show? Do I trust my intuition? Blah, 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 blah. Do it and then watch what comes back. So let's check to see what your outcome is. We're going to use a different deck. Okay. And this to me says, when you do this, you show up as the Knight of Swords. I like it. He's got something to say. The High Priestess, she knows her strength. She knows her power. She is also sexy. I believe that they talk about her knowing that. And you got the Lovers and the Seven of Swords and the Star. Wow. Cancer, this is like you. Oh my goodness. I do need card holders, because I think that when you do this, people are going to see you as the Knight of Swords. He's got something to say. Look at that. And he's holding his sword up. This is like the sword of truth. You are trusting your intuition. This to me is like you being, and you might be dealing with a Gemini, the Lovers. This could be a soulmate relationship. Maybe you've been with somebody and you don't feel like something's not right. And this is the Seven of Swords. Now, the Seven of Swords can be lying, cheating, or stealing, but it also can mean that only partially successful. And I think that, whoops, there we go. You end with the Star. I think that you are so worried about trusting yourself and so in your head that even when everything is perfect, like in the Lovers card and being the High Priestess, that you're still going to feel like you aren't all that, when this is how others are seeing you, as the Star. So I think, Cancer, you need to work on trusting yourself, on trusting your intuition, because I think there's so much going on right now with you. And I don't blame you. I mean, the way the world is right now, it's not an easy place. And you Cancerians can be very emotional. Yeah, he's the one who rushes into situations weighing the consequences. That's him. That's you. That's who you are, really. You are brave. You do have courage. You just don't see it. I don't know why, but you don't. And the High Priestess, she is the symbol of spirituality. She's balanced between the two pillars of peace and severity. You know, the black and white, the differences. She's signifies a mystical quietness. Something remains hidden, so do not rush. So maybe you want to rush in, but something's telling you not to. So remain in a state of balance. With patience and intuition, all will be real. This talks about using your intuition, trusting yourself. Now, the Lover's card is associated with Gemini. And it's, Gemini seeks a soulmate, a new love. This card suggests love, friendship, and partnership. Also represents the duality of earthly and divine love. So maybe this is in relation to a relationship with somebody. And part of you says yes, part of you says no. And this is saying, trust your intuition. So, and this says, and I'm right, the Seven of Swords, partly successful. It says, perhaps it's time for a new plan. Don't let fantasies interfere with the task at hand. So this is saying, you might be imagining and fantasizing and blah, 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 but trust yourself. Trust yourself. Because you're the star. The star. I mean, besides the sun, to me, this is just like the best. Let me see. Yeah. Could mean that you're dealing with an Aquarius. Okay. Pours forth creativity and a new idea. Denotes hope and inspiration, perhaps an unexpected source. The foundation is sound. Change is natural and balanced. A bright future is in store. So maybe what happens is a Gemini comes along or something, and somebody helps you see your worth. See that you are not wrong. Oh, the Four of Rods. That's the union of two families. Could be a new partnership. Could be you've been questioning yourself as to whether you should attempt to get to know somebody. That to me says, do it. So let's see what your angel oracle card is, Cancerians. Wow, your reading certainly has gone longer than... Yeah, and it's so funny because you got separation. Time apart for your partner is on the horizon. I feel like this is not that it's coming. I think that you've been in separation and that's what you're going through. You're going through a healing. But you want to be yourself, like in the world. You want to show yourself. And you're afraid to. And I hate to say it, I think that you have to end this nightmare. Because when you end it, that's when you start seeing everything else. So I think it's time to come out of separation, to speak your truth. Be balanced, don't get crazy and go charging in, because this could be a soulmate relationship or a Gemini relationship. And although it may seem like it's only partially successful, give it time. Give it time. Because I think in time, it's the Star and the Four of Rods. And there's a celebration involved. So... thank you so much for being here. If this resonates, please give me a like, subscribe, hit the, maybe leave a comment. And thank you for being here, Cancer.